What's up, y'all? I am back again with another video, and today we've been going on a different reaction, so I'm gonna read the title for y'all. What's up? Ex-wife Tyrese Gibson regrets a divorce and would take him back. So I heard about this, y'all. This is all over it's all over the internet and shit, and it's going crazy. So y'all know the do. Like, comment, subscribe, turn on the notifications, and make sure you don't miss another video. And let's get into it.
As you guys can see, this is going viral. Ex-wife of Tyrese Gibson regrets divorce, and child, I think she would take him back. That's just what I think. That's just what I think. I'm gonna jump right into it so we can get to what she actually said. Here we go.
I work with women. I would never tell a woman to walk through that in the same frame of mind I was in when I did it.
And when you say that, but what frame of mind was that? What do you mean by that in particular?
I was very, very hurt. I was very angry. And I remember like when I made like the decision, I was like hysterically crying on the phone with my attorney. That was not the person I should have been on the phone with when like that's a whole nother conversation. But anyway, I was hysterically crying. And I was not in any position to make that decision. I was extremely emotionally intoxicated. We can be intoxicated with our emotions. I'm very much emotionally led. I feel very strongly. I'm just that kind of person, very passionate. But I would never tell somebody to make that decision when they're that emotional. But of course I wasn't talking to someone that genuinely would be for marriage, or for reconciliation. And that's not no slight to my,
No, it's
The
attorney.
current friends.
It has nothing. There's no slight to that. Not the friends, but I was on the phone with my attorney.
Yeah.
So it was something that was being said to me that hurt me at that time. And that, so at that time when I was on the phone and I made that decision, I was livid.
Now, I think what she's speaking to is the frame of mind that she was in at the time when she was contemplating divorcing her husband for no apparent reason. Basically, what she's saying is she's had people in her ear who were not particularly into marriage and was not really giving her the best sound advice for what she needed. That's what she's saying. So basically she's putting it off on somebody else, saying that, oh, the people that I was talking to were not giving me the correct information or correct advice for my marriage. And once again, that goes back to no accountability, because that's your marriage. There was nothing she claimed that he did wrong. There was nothing that she's spoken out and claimed that, just was so bad that she needed to walk.
Here's one thing you need to do before buying anything online. Don't spend another dime on Amazon until you watch this.
Walk away. But see, this is in hindsight. This is what we call saving face, and a person who's trying not to have all the blame put on her or take any accountability for her actions years later, because she's trying to get this extra child support for a marriage that she couldn't even stay in for 3 years. And so it's just always shifting the blame. But now it doesn't look good. The aftermath of it doesn't look good. It's sort of like when you mess up, you do all kind of crazy stuff when you're younger, and as you get older, oh, there's a justification for it when it comes to women, but not for men. Remember, this only applies to women. Men don't get a pass. Men don't get no justification. Men aren't allowed to have excuses. They're not allowed to shift the blame. They're not allowed to do anything. But all of this applies to women, because why? You can do the most reckless things and have a justification for it, and it's okay. And then you try to make sense of it, and you want everybody else to make sense of it, and fall into the delusional aspect and the idea of no accountability. And that's what that is, shifting the blame to put it onto somebody else, so there's no accountability on your part. You know, and this is what a lot of women do, because honestly, in my opinion, the goal was probably never to stay in that marriage. The goal was never to stay with the man. The goal was to do exactly what happened, get a baby out of it, get to the bag. Hence, that's why she's trying to get $20,000 for child support for that one kid. There's no way in the world you need $20,000 for one child.
The truth about the matter is that if I had different people in my ear at that time, I would not have made that decision. No.
Wow.
I wouldn't. And that's the truth. I try my very best at this point in my life to be what I didn't have in that moment. Because I think that I was women were like, I'm an extremely emotional person. People that know me know that about me. I'm the kind of person that, like, okay, I feel so strong, and I can ruminate. I can get so lost in my thoughts. I know a lot of women are like that. Like, we're a lot, not all of us, right? But some of us are. Just like a lot of men can be like that. But I know women specifically, there will be moments where they'll be like, I'm ready to be done. I'm ready to be done. I'm ready to be done. I can't stand this. He don't do this. He don't do that. Blah, blah, blah. And when you get lawyers involved, and there was a therapist that was speaking to both me and him, a marital therapist at the time, that when I told him my decision, he was like, when you get lawyers involved, it gets ugly. He told me that. And, I didn't even realize, I don't think I even realized how ugly it would get, and like I said, if I could walk back in time.
Look, I'm about to say this. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. First of all, between Tyrese, him and his ex-wife, they really wasn't in love. It was just business. So that's how it is.
Sometimes I battle with myself about that, but at that time I thought I was doing the right thing or the best thing. I didn't know how ugly it could get. And I know a lot of women, we make that decision and we're so hurt and angry. And then 5-6 months later, you're not that angry anymore. Like, oh, this kind of like still care about him. I kind of still have these feelings for him.
6 months later, she says she still has feelings for, kind of still have feelings for him. See, my thing is this. This is how in my opinion, I have to say that I know that a lot of these women are in it for the clout, and for clout, the money, or whatever. People go into marriage with the out clause, with the idea of, oh, if he, because see, it's never really the men who make these decisions. It's the majority of women who file for divorce. It's the majority of women who have these feelings, who have these, likes and dislikes, and go in and out of feelings, and all the women. It's the women who have all these changes. And so that's just why a lot of these women walk away, because if the wind blows the wrong way and they don't feel good about the relationship or the marriage, they're quick to file and get out of it. Not considering the children, not considering how this is going to affect the overall dynamic of your relationship, not caring about the man's feelings or anything. It's just whichever way the wind blows, however you feel determines what your decisions are going to be. And that is very dangerous. This is why I see why, it's not recommended for women to lead things, because their feelings are going to get in the way of their decision making. From what I'm hearing from this, it doesn't really seem like there was major issues. There's nothing major she spoke about. She didn't like how he did this, so he didn't do this the right way. It's like you're looking for perfection in a lot of these situations. But in this case, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if this was a case of where she never really loved the man, because he said out his own mouth that it was too easy for her to leave. They didn't even last barely 3 years. You had just enough time to get in, get a baby, and get out and get the bag. That seems like that was the goal. It wasn't enough time to stand in that relationship for it even to get better, or for it to even go through the ebbs and flows. That's why I think the motive was not right. I really believe she wasn't in it for love. He said she never loved him. She kind of liked him, and he probably was in love with her and would have stayed with her. And now looking back, all these excuses and this one was to blame. If this person wasn't telling me this, you have your own mind. If you know you love somebody and you want to stay with them, you'll stay. This is why a lot of women stay with Pookies, because they know they love him.
It's hard to juggle everything in life. I feel like Purdue Global offers balance, and I wanted to go back to.
In spite of what he's doing or what he's not doing, you stayed with him because you love him.
Being able to rekindle a relationship, rekindle that relationship, is your spirit in that place, or could it ever go back to that place?
It's loaded because of the fact that there's been so much that's happened, you know, like there's been so much that's occurred. Okay. It's my daughter's father. So I would say this. I would say that if we were both going to show up and we were both going to fight for it equally and sacrifice equally, like, you know, things that I needed and, you know, things that, you know, he needed. I wasn't perfect.
Yeah.
Your girl ain't perfect. So I would say that if we were both willing to fight and we were both willing to do certain things, and yes.
I will say this. Why would he want to take her back? I wouldn't. I sure wouldn't recommend he take her back. Hell no. Hell to the no. She's the one who broke up the marriage. She broke up the family. He should be the one that have to consider a whole lot. And she should be the one begging to go back. Even though I wouldn't recommend him taking her back, but what he didn't leave. Whatever issues they may have had, they were only married for 3 years. What kind of issues do y'all have in 3 years? You haven't even scratched the surface of issues and ups and downs of the marriage. So
I'm gonna need somebody to say this to y'all. I would have never trust this type of woman. First of all, these two couple had been married for 3 years. And I heard, and I'm gonna say this, y'all, this is really sad, and I understand that. But first of all, and I'm gonna say this right, this type of woman decided divorce, decided to end her marriage and file papers for divorce for nothing. Why would you take him back? And first of all, you never liked him. You like, I'm gonna say this right. This woman right here was never in love with him. She only reason why she was in love with him because he got money. It make all sense. These type of women out here, they want money, they want clout, they want a child. They want to file papers divorce into. Even these type of women, like these women out here, don't know what love is anymore. That's fucking crazy. Let's get back into it.
So what could have been so hard or bad that you was willing to just walk away that easily? Now I'm gonna go ahead and play Tyrese's response.
Look, man, I was not going to respond to this video of my ex that's now gone viral. She is loving it. Congratulations, you went viral again over something else that you said, because you're trying to build up your YouTube page and get your followers up. Listen, man, listen. If you had people in your ear that influenced you into leaving your husband and your 1-year-old child, your innocent 1-year-old child, we both were divorcee kids, grew up in toxic environments, torn in between our old family, new family, stepfather, stepmother. That's a life that we both lived. And you packed up a 1-year-old, put a COVID mask on top of the Ring cameras, and I was literally in an airplane on my way home to fight for my marriage and my family. You're heartless. None of your friends recognize you. This is all about money. If you had friends in your ear, you're lying, you're gaslighting, you're playing. The only person that was in your ear was your mama. Her name is Patricia Randolph. You didn't have people in your ear. The amount of people that was supposedly in your ear, you also had a whole lot of people like Aventer Gray, Taffy Dollar, Creflo Dollar's wife, who married us. You had a whole lot of people in your ear telling you that you're about to do something stupid, impulsive, and y'all are actually not going through anything that would make you want to leave your husband. Let's go even further. When Aventer Gray and Pastor John Gray were having their own marital issues at the time, you arranged a therapy session with Aventer Gray at our house. And when she walked out of her therapy session, she walked into the foyer where the bumblebee is, and there was 50 boxes with like 7 or 8 people there packing up all to leave the house. And I was in an airplane on my way home to try and fight and save our marriage. So if you had people in your ear at the time, they must be still in your ear, because you're still trying to get $20,000 a month for a 5-year-old. You make $160,000 a year on your own.
Damn. Wow. I got nothing to say about this shit. This 160,000. This woman make a lot more money. This woman make a lot of money. And why in the world you need $20,000 on child support for one child? Like, this shit don't make no sense. It doesn't.
This is all a game. You're clout chasing. You're something that I don't even know. A simple woman, not into materialistic things, don't care about fame and mansions and popularity. You're everything that you told me and all of your friends and loved ones that you wasn't.
Now, let me just say, and see, and that's the what y'all call chameleon game that a lot of women play. The chameleon. You know what I mean? You pretend to be something that you're not in order to get in, and then once you're in, and once you get to the point where you get what you want, then your true nature and who you truly are comes out. But a lot of times, and I say this too, a lot of men miss a lot of these red flags, especially if she's attractive woman, you love her, you want to be in a relationship. A lot of times men miss the red flags that are always there. And you heard her say, your girl is not perfect. When you hear, a woman, anybody who says, I'm not perfect, that means there was some issues. And this thing with having people in your ear, you should not be listening to people who are not married. The two of you should have these conversations. If y'all have issues in the marriage, if you have a problem with him, or if she has a problem with him, or he has a problem with her, you're supposed to discuss that amongst each other, because you're the only two that are in that marriage. Everybody else is irrelevant.
Look, I'm gonna say this to y'all, but this woman's right, y'all, and I can't get mad. And I'm gonna say this to y'all, Tyrese is not lying. Tyrese, I ain't gonna lie to you, but his ex-wife is clout chasing. And I'm gonna say that to you. I'm gonna say this to y'all. This woman don't care about none of that shit. And those people like in your ear, don't never listen to people who is never married. I see the reason why that this type of woman wants to take him back. Tyrese, I'm gonna let you know this about this, bro. Never take that woman back. That woman can't be trusted. Period. Straight up. What type of people that you hang out with? Who trying to bit you from doing, trying to keep you from having a happy marriage, and they've been together for 3 years, and they've been married for 3 years. And I'm gonna say there's so many people are having problems in their marriages, and they don't put no effort into it. And I'm gonna say this: how in the fuck you he is the father of your child, and you make $160,000 on your own, and you want $20,000 for one child. See, this is the reason why I'm gonna say this, y'all. This between what's going on behind closed doors, these celebrities, they're not really in love. It's just business. This is not love, y'all. This whole between love, being separated and shit, this is not real. Cause no more, it's just nothing but business. And I feel bad for Tyrese when he's going through all that. I got nothing else to say about this shit for y'all. Alright, y'all. I hope y'all guys are enjoying watching this video. So y'all know to do. Like, comment, subscribe, turn on the notifications, and make sure you don't miss another video. And I will see y'all guys in the next time video. Peace.